don't know how I got put on my recommended, but I decided to click on it. I was like, damn, that's fucking nuts.
Oh, me squeezy. Oof.
I would like to try a flight sim at some point. That seems really fun.
I'll just stick with Ace Combat and just be done with it.
Have you ever done one of those, like, expensive, like, race sim setups for cars before Thrash?
I haven't really. I also wouldn't have the space for it. Over at the college, actually, we had, so it's the auto shop or whatever, but for a little bit, they actually had, like, a full-on sim racing rig, like, hooked up to an Xbox with, like, Forza on it, literally to teach, like, students that didn't know how to drive stick to drive stick.
That's so funny. Is it that, really, to that, like...
Like, teaches you how to do clutch and everything, yeah.
Wow.
Or, I mean, I think generally so. Forza's still... I wouldn't necessarily know if that's the best way to really teach someone how to drive stick, but I feel like it'd get, like, the general principles a little bit, but other than that, the actual, like, using that, yeah, that's... I think you'd need, like, practice on an actual fucking car.
Can you stall in Forza?
I mean, I haven't really played a Forza with, like, manual shit on it, so...
Gotcha.
But I know for, like, games like that, you are very insulated from, like, any catastrophic failures because you know, ground the clutch down too much, kind of dealio. For me, the bitch of, like, driving stick is getting the damn thing started, if I'm honest.
No, yeah. I tried to drive stick one time with a friend who tried to show me.
Mm-hmm.
And I could switch gears once it was started, no problem. But going from 0 to 1, I would stall more than half the time. I couldn't figure out why. Like, I could not figure out.
And you got people, like, telling you, oh, it's kind of like a seesaw motion between, like, you know, the clutch and the gas. And it's just like, well, I tried that, and it's like, it doesn't fucking work, bro.
That's exactly what my friend says. Oh, you want to release the gas pedal as much as you release the clutch, or push in the clutch at the same time, or the other way around, or whatever, you know? Like,
yeah.
And I try that, and every time, no, it's like, so obviously I don't have the pressure right or whatever, but...
Yeah. It's one of those things that's definitely a by-feel kind of thing, which I imagine probably is very frustrating for you, since I know you're very much a visual kind of guy whenever it comes to, like, you know, figuring out how things work.
Or, yeah, just mental, yeah, exactly. Like, so most people who do it just do it by feeling. Eventually, when I figured it out, I probably have an explanation for it. Like, oh, you're pushing in the gas a little more or something. Like, I'm sure it has some explanation. I just haven't figured it out.
Yeah.
But also, I've driven the manual one time.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be nice to learn, though, because, I mean, everyone says, like, oh, it'd be nice to learn because you never know when you'll need to. But, like, as we get older and older, that need is going to go down and down and down.
Yeah. It's literally to the point where, like, manuals aren't really being made anymore because nobody's really buying them. If you get a manual, it's usually because you're an enthusiast. Like, the Mustang I have, that's stick. And I'm still trying to figure out how to fucking drive that fucking thing. Because I've learned on a few different... or attempted to learn on a few different vehicles, and each one's just kind of hasn't really gotten me there. And apparently, according to the previous owner, motherfucker put a racing clutch in the car, so... shit. So in other words, something that's a little bit more stiff and has tighter tolerances than, you know, a standard passenger clutch would be.
Gotcha, so it's actually more difficult.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, well, not necessarily for me, because here I am sitting with my dream car that I can't really drive because, you know...
Being sarcastic.
Yep. I'd like, you know, a car I've wanted since I was 6, not be a fucking lawn ornament. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. I didn't know, you like fully owned, or are you renting, or do you, or like? Or
No,
like,
I've owned the thing since April of 2020.
Oh, yeah. I guess because the car you drove to sleep over was a different one, I just assumed, yeah.
Oh no, that was a rental, dude.
Oh, that's right, you had a rental. Yeah, I forgot. I totally forgot.